We'll start with Module 1. Information and its meaning. These are the content which is there in Module 1. Let's start with information and its meaning. A computer is a device used to manipulate the information. The study of computer science includes the study of how information is stored in a computer, how it can be edited, and how it can be used as per users' requirement. Even though the concepts of information is a very basic essential for the field of computer science, it is hardly difficult to define the term information. But it can be explained using the measurable quantities. The basic unit of information in computer science is bit, which will take any one of two values. The binary digits are 0 and 1, and it is used to represent the possible status of a particular bit of information. Abstract data type ADT. The term abstract data type refers to the basic mathematical concept that defines the data type. ADT will specify the logical properties of a data type. It is a useful tool for implementers and programmers who wish to use the data type correctly. Whenever any new data type, user-defined data type, is to be created, a prototype of its nature, the possible operations on it, etc., have to be thought of. In such a situation, ADT helps in forming a prototype. Note that representation of ADT does not follow the syntax of any programming language. Even though there are several methods to specify ADT, we use the semi-formal method which will adopt C notations. Example, for illustration, consider rational number in the form, that is P by Q, that is P comma Q belongs to Z and Q is not equal to 0. The above equation indicates that any rational number will be in the form of P divided by Q, where P and Q are integers, that is the set Z, and the denominator Q is not equal to 0. In this case, the sum of two rational numbers A1 by A2 and B1 by B2 would be A1 divided by A2 plus B1 divided by B2 equal to A1 multiplied by B2 plus B1 multiplied by A2 divided by A2 multiplied by B2. The specifications of any EDT consists of two parts: value definition. Here we specify the set of possible values taken by EDT along with some conditions or constraints with which the EDT bounds. Operator definition. Here, various operations which are imposed on EDT are defined. This part contains three sections: a header, the precondition, which is optional, and post conditions. The term abstract in the header indicates that this is not a C function. Rather, it is a additive operator definition. This term also indicates that the role of an entity is a purely logical definition of a new data type. The following listing gives the EDT for rational numbers. The value definition here indicates the constraints on rational number. The operator definition part contains the definition for various operations like creation of rational number, addition and multiplication of rational number, and for checking the equality of two rational number. Example 1 is the above. This one is being explained in the next video. We'll just go to the next example, that is example 2. ADT for varying length character strings. Using the sequence notation, the specification of ADT for the varying length character string can be illustrated. Normally, there are 4 basic operations for string. These are the 4 basic operations. Length is a function that returns the length of the string. Concat is to return the concatenation of 2 strings. POS is returns the first position of one string in the other. Substring is returns a substring of given string. Let's see how it is written. Let's see with respect to string how we will be using abstract data type. So the first thing is to declare it as an abstract data type. We will be using it as abstract type def. You have to mention on based on what data type and string. So if it is with respect to length, abstract length, yes, where we will be declaring here s as a string, and we will be having a condition which is called as a post condition, length equal to len of s. Now we'll see with respect to concatenate, we will be using abstract, string, concatenate s1 comma s2 string s1 comma s2. Post condition concat s1 plus s2. Next thing we are going to see is substring. Again, it is an abstract string, substring s1 comma I comma j, string s1 int I comma j semicolon I comma j, and then we have the post condition substring sub s1 comma I comma j. This is how we will be declaring if it is with respect to abstract. Just now we saw that how we will be declaring with respect to string, then how we will be doing it with respect to length, how we will be doing with respect to concatenate, and how we are going to see with respect to substring. The next thing that we are going to see is data type. So data types is when we talk with respect to C language. C language has 4 basic data types: int, float, char, double. We can apply qualifiers like short, long, and unsigned to the data type int. The maximum sizes implied by short, long, or int, which vary from machine to machine. The unsigned integer can store only positive integer. The declaration of the variable in C does 2 tasks. First, it specifies the amount of storage that must be allocated for objects declared with that type. For example, an integer variable declaration tells the compiler to reserve 2 bytes, that is 16 bits of machine of memory. Second, it specifies how data is represented by strings of bits and are interpreted. Let us see the pointers and some of its example in the next session.